Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the nutrition and the digestion in the invertebrates here. For this process, the food material which is very important, which is the initial stage for that process, and that food material for the animal which provide the fuel in terms of the energy and due to which that animals which keeps alive. Second point is that food materials which maintain the various body processes. One of the example that is a muscle contraction, which is very important for various activities as the locomotion. That food material which acts as a raw material for the building and maintaining the cellular as well as the metabolic machineries. While for the complete growth of that animal, the food which is very important. Even though to increase the population in the form of the reproduction, the food also the important thing. And on such basis, three processes which are connected to maintain the various activities of the body in case of the animals, that is the feeding, digestion and the nutrition. In case of the feeding, the acquisition and the ingestion of the various food material by the animals. Second point is that in case of the digestion, where the breakdown of the complex food material into the simple forms, while in case of the nutrition, that so many animals which unable to synthesize some of the materials in the form of the vitamins, certain salts, some amino acids which are collected or taken up from the different flora or even the fauna also. Now, the next point is that according to Young, in the year 1928, that invertebrates are grouped into three major categories whose base is the size and the type of the food which is utilized by that animals. Here, that three categories are microphagy, macrophagy, and third one, that is a fluid or the soft tissue feeding. That three different categories where groups or the different animals which are categorized in that groups here. First is the microphagy, that animals which totally depends on the very small food particles whose size which is very small, and they adopted that animals by using or collection of such type of the food materials, the special adaptations which is observed in that animal in the form of the pseudopodia, then the cilia. In some of the animals, the tentacles are present, that is a certain metazoans or the primitive metazoans. Mucous cities are present, muscles are present to collect the or to obtain the food materials. Second point, in case of the macrophagy, here the food material which is somewhat the larger in size here. It means that animals which totally depends upon the large food particles or the masses. It may be the carnivorous, whatever it may be. They involve the swallowing of the inactive food material. It may be the scraping, boring, drilling, or seizing that prey. And after seizing the prey, the animals chew, swallow, or and may digest it externally. That is somewhat the more complex activity performed that animals which observed in that macrophagy group. Third one, the special adaptations which are observed in some of the animals and which use the fluid or the soft tissues here. This type of the feeders generally suck the fluid food. Some pierce and then suck the body fluid of the prey, while some simply absorb that liquid food from the substrate through the body surface. It means that certain adaptations which is observed, it may be in the parasitic mode of life, they can enjoy and take the food or the soft tissues here. After the young, according to that Morton in the year 1967, that animals which are again categorized here. Here, they adopted a classification in accordance with the nature of the food and consider that five categories of the animals here. That totally depends on the nature of the food material. These are the five different categories. One is the deposit feeder, where these animals which pass large amount of substratum through their gut. Second one, herbivores and the omnivores, that animals which totally depends on the especially the plants as well as the animals. Third category, that is the carnivores, that one animal which totally depends upon the other animals to collect the nutrients here, while another filter feeders, they continuously strain small particle size from the large volume of the water current here and trapping that food particles in the mucus film or screens of the city or certain other appendages which are associated to the mouth and utilizing elaborate devices for sorting and transporting them into the inner oral cavity or the buccal cavity. And last part or the category, that name is the fluid feeder, already explained here. They pierce and suck juices from the animals or even to the plants here. It means that total 5 different categories which are divided on the basis of the nature of the food material by the Morton in the year 1967. The another one moves toward the digestion process here. Here, that digestion process, we know about that the breakdown of the large and complex food materials into the simple forms, and they can be used by absorbing such type of the nutrients and used for the maintenance and the various activities of the body here. But here, in case of the digestive process or that in case of the animals, there are two different types. One is the mechanical and second one that is the chemical. First of all, the mechanical. In case of this mechanical digestion, which is achieved with the help of the different components of the mouth parts and different specialized parts of the digestive tract. Many animals, the in case of the mouth region, certain modified parts are present to collect the material, to break down the food materials here. It may be the teeth, the well-developed jaws. The jaws, it may be present in the that buccal cavity. Certain tentacles are present for the collection of the food materials. It means that variety of the specialized parts which are present and associated with the mouth or related digestive tracts here. And in this process, large mass of the prey are crushed or break down into the smaller parts which are mechanically. Second one, that is a chemical digestion. In that chemical digestion process, the smaller masses of the prey are broken into the again smaller or simpler organic compounds with the help of the different hydrolytic enzymes. It means that different enzymes which are very important, protease, lipase, amylase, these are the different enzyme groups due to which that proteins, carbohydrates and the lipids which are break down into the simple forms here. The site of enzymatic action which varies within the animal body or even to the that digestive tract also. The final processes of the digestion are always chemical, but there is frequently pre-treatment of the food materials either before or after it is taken into the body. That is, as the food material which is moves into the digestive tract, in some cases or some animals where the pre-treatment of the food material which is observed outside the body, while in some of the animals the digestion process which is started inside the digestive tract also. That on such basis, that chemical digestion which is divided into the two types here, base is the enzymatic action. Now first is the intracellular and second one, that is the extracellular digestion. In case of the intracellular digestion, where the digestion takes place within or inside the cell, where the protoplasm of the specific cells which has the ability to take the digestion or to take part in the digestion process here. Here in that cell, the protoplasm which is present, which capture the food, encircles it in a food vacuole or even though the food vacuole which are present in that cell. They collect the food material and stored at certain extent into the food vacuole, digest it and discharges the waste and incorporate the digested simple organic components into the protoplasm. Now after that, from the protoplasm, it transported to the various body parts here. It shows that intracellular digestion which is observed inside or within the cell. What in which animals that such type of the digestion which is observed? Some of the phylums, that is a porifera, then the some of the coelentrates, ctenophores and the turbellarian, that one of the class of the platyhelminthes where the intracellular digestion which is observed. In case of the extracellular digestion, where the digestion takes place outside the cell, it means that within the digestive tract of the higher animals here. In other phyla, or where the extracellular digestion which is observed, it may be either supplements the intracellular mechanism or completely replaced it. Here, in some of the cases or some of the animals, both processes, that is intracellular as well as the extracellular digestion which is observed, while in some cases or some animals where only the extracellular digestion which is available or the observed. Some of the examples are in the form of the phyla, that is nematodes, annelids, mollusks, arthropods, echinoderms, and the vertebrates, that is a higher that phyla, or the higher metazoans where the extracellular digestion which is observed here. After that, moves toward the pattern of the feeding and the digestion in the lower metazoan. Up to that, these all the activities are associated to the digestion process here. And we must know the basic terminology which is associated to the feeding and the digestion. Now moves toward the pattern of the feeding and the digestion in the lower metazoans. But one thing is that when we say that metazoans, they are the multicellular animals. And that multicellular animals again divided into the two major groups, that primitive metazoans and the complex or the advanced metazoans. That primitive metazoans, also known as the lower metazoans, and complex or advanced animals, that metazoans, basically known as the higher metazoans. Here, in both that groups, in both that major groups, certain modifications related to the feeding and the digestion which is observed. First of all, moves toward the lower metazoans, where the body which is simple, or the body organization which is simple, that is a cell organ organization, or simply the organ organization which is observed here. Here, the body which is unsegmented, radially or bilaterally symmetrical, and the diploblastic. Diploblastic, that two germ layers are present during the development here. They are acoelomate or the pseudocoelomate, that the coelomic cavity may be absent, or if present, that is a false cavity may be observed in some of the members which comes under the lower metazoans. That lower metazoans which include certain phyla, that is a Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, and Aschelminthes, that both are the endoparasites. Entoprocta and Acanthocephala, these are certain primitive phylum which comes under that lower metazoans. Now moves toward the higher metazoans, where they possess a complex body organization. Especially we say that the organ system organization which is observed in that animals, where the body which is segmented, bilaterally symmetrical, and a triploblastic. Here the three germ layers are present during the embryonic development. Here they are truly coelomate animals, that complete coelom or the body cavity is present, that present in between the body wall and the gut wall, and filled with the clear fluid along with the which contains the amoebocytes, and it is mesodermal in origin. That higher metazoans which include the certain that phyla, that is molluscans, annelida, arthropoda, echinodermata, and last one, that is a coridaceae. Dear friends, here to be completed the basic terminology related to the feeding, digestion, or even though the nutrition in case of the metazoans here. Next, in this next lecture, we will discuss about the the pattern of the feeding and the digestion in that lower metazoans. Thank you.